Brent doing here anyway?
I don't know, maybe he's in some kind of trouble.
But if he needs help, why would he run off?
I'm just glad it wasn't Ricardo.
Yeah. Hey, tell Jane not to call the cops.
Oh, I'm on it.
I wonder how long he's been out there for.
No idea.
Saw this shady character running out of your house. I didn't know he was back, so I thought I'd better nab him.
Thanks, Kyle. What are you doing here?
Brent, you're not in any kind of trouble, mate. We just want to know why you're sneaking around.
Yeah, well, tell the meathead over here to let me go first, and then maybe I will.
Your legal team has made a persuasive case. It seems Lassiter's has not infringed on Hawke Airlines IP in any way.
Yeah, shame you couldn't have figured that out before you started throwing false accusations around the place and ruining our fundraiser.
Oh, you cannot blame me for that.
So does that mean that the cease and desist is withdrawn? We can use the uniforms?
It does, and you can.
Oh.
Amy Greenwood is an airhead, and you have saved her sorry behind.
Well, that's good to hear. And now you can get your sorry behind out of here.
Always a pleasure, Paul.
Does that mean all of the uniform mess is dealt with?
Yes, and we managed to avoid your grandfather throttling Tim too.
You're on a winning streak. I also checked the hotel's hashtag on social. Most people are thrilled that you decided not to celebrate Australia Day.
Well, that is good news. I mean, it was a very risky PR move.
Oh, yeah, but it was the right thing to do. And I've also heard that it's inspired other hotels around the country to get on board with the change of date movement. Oh, and I've also got my meeting with Councillor Hay to talk about other positive changes that we can make locally.
Sounds great. I'm really proud of you.
So am I, darling.
Oh, thank you.
Someone was hungry?
Brent, are you going to tell us why you were sneaking around?
Help yourself to the water. Are you in pain? Did Kyle hurt you?
Was it somebody else?
You've also got a bruise coming up on your cheek. Do you want to tell us how you got that?
Who's the nosy one? It's Nicolette. Remember she helped Emmett when he fell off the roof.
Maybe we should go and see if there's any more food that you can eat.
What are we going to do?
I'm not sure.
Last time we spoke to Emmett, he said Brent was out of residential care and doing just fine. Obviously, that's changed. I don't know, maybe we should call Emmett, see if he's heard anything new.
Yeah, I'll try not to upset him, but he's probably our best bet.
Yeah. Brent?
Hey!
I am going to be joining you in your meeting tomorrow. I'm shadowing Jacinta as part of my new role with the council.
That's great. You must be so excited.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited too. It's great.
Hey, Terese, have you read this? Tim has published that online.
As shown by the damning letter written by Ned Willis, 2016. Sorry, what is this?
It's about your decision not to celebrate Australia Day this year. He's calling you a hypocrite.
Where does he get off?
Well, apparently 5 years ago, an action group approached you about not celebrating that year's Australia Day, and this was your response, that paragraph there.
Lassiter's is not in the business of making political statements. Many members of this community celebrate Australia Day on January 26th as part of their national culture and tradition. And Lassiter's is proud to celebrate with them.
Yikes.
But it's not like I agree with that sentiment anymore. I mean, is there any way we can get this article taken down?
I don't think so. The letter's genuine, and you released it publicly, so it's not defamatory for Tim to republish it.
But he's just getting his own back because we beat him over the uniforms.
Still, it's not a good look.
So where has he been living?
Emmett thought he was staying with mates, but he doesn't know any details.
Which means we've got no idea where he might be.
Emmett's pretty freaked out. He wants us to keep him updated if we find out anything.
So once again, he's caused strife for everyone, including his own brother.
Dad, we're not angry at him, we're worried.
The poor kid's out there injured, and he needs help more than ever.
Well, that's unfortunate, but it's not your responsibility. If he's made bad decisions, then that's on him.
Heartless Paul Robinson.
If the kid doesn't want to be found, then there's not much we can do, is there? Besides, I don't think David and Aaron need any more chaos in their life. I think they've dealt with quite a lot lately.
Dad, will you please just let us know if you see him?
Yeah, sure. I wouldn't be holding your breath, though. How many cancellations?
Just the one. But reception did say the guest specifically mentioned the Tim Collins article.
Great. So his strategy to undermine us is working perfectly,
Yeah,
isn't
well, hopefully it'll blow over. And I'm sure the article will come up with my meeting with Councillor Hay.
it? Oh, this day just gets better, doesn't it? Melanie Pearson. Sending me a friend request.
Is that the woman that Toadie had the date with?
Yeah. Was she mad? What am I talking about? She's absolutely barking. Delete.
Hey, I just thought I'd let you know I saw a guy sleeping behind Harold's.
Or some hobo.
Paul?
No, I'm sorry, this is the last thing we need. I mean, if Tim hasn't already destroyed us, now anybody walking through the complex during the public holiday is going to come across this vagrant sleeping around.
Okay, stop. I'll just call security and get them to gently move this person along.
Did he seem violent at all?
He was just sleeping. I mean, I didn't really look closely, but by the look of his clothes, I'd say he was young.
I'll go and deal with this myself.
You? Really?
There's a chance that we might actually know this rough sleeper.
Oi, Brent. I think you should get out of here. In fact, I think you should get out of Erinsborough altogether.
Paul, I'm only sleeping. I'm not hurting anyone.
You seem to have forgotten about the last time when you caused Aaron and David no end of trouble. Not to mention Harlow or Emmett.
Hey, I'm just at the back of Harold's and Brent's here. You better come quickly.
I am so glad you've recovered and that we could have this meeting, Jacinta.
I hope it's useful.
Listen, before we start, I just wanted to address the article about me in today's West Waratah Star. There's a long history of animosity between Tim and I, not to mention my husband. And it's just a personal vendetta and nothing more.
You can't expect me to be that stupid. Tim's motives might be selfish, but the quotes from you, they're real.
It was over 5 years ago. I mean, you saw my media release last week. My opinions on the issue have changed.
That doesn't erase what you said back then. You ignored valid concerns about celebrating this day and completely dismissed what it means for us. We, as First Nation people, see this as a day that signifies invasion, mass genocide and enslavement. A day of mourning. Now, you can celebrate your own nationalism, but when that nationalism is built on the blood of my people...
As I said, that's not how I feel now.
Am I here as some token effort?
No, of course not. That's not my intention. Look, I am so sorry for the words I said back then.
I would appreciate if you would listen to what I'm saying, not what you were fearful of me saying. Ask what I want, and not assume you know already.
Okay.
Well, let's focus on the original goal of the meeting. Strategy for improving representation in your staff, especially senior positions.
Yes.
Brent took off before I could catch him. I think he was scared.
But he's not in any danger here.
You had a go at him, didn't you?
No, I simply told him the truth. I said he had no right sleeping outside my premises.
And what else did you say?
He told him to leave Erinsborough.
I specifically told you to let us know if you found him. Instead, you ran him off.
You know, unlike yourself, Paul, we actually want to help him.
Have you forgotten that he hit you in the face? And he harassed Harlow?
Nobody's saying that Brent is perfect, but he deserves to be treated with respect.
Look, if he's out here sleeping rough, then things definitely aren't going well for him, are they?
That's not your problem, is it? And you had to open your big mouth and call him down here. This has got nothing to do with you.
Stop trying to shift the blame.
Guys, can we please just stop and try and find Brent?
Yes, he went that way.
Thank you.
I'll deal with you later.
Hey, I suppose you're really proud of yourself dumping me in it like that, aren't you?
No, you did that all on your own.
Oh, so it turns out that it was Brent sleeping behind Harold's.
Is he okay?
Paul didn't say much, just that he took off. I'll call David later and find out more.
I mean, Brent isn't my favourite person for obvious reasons, but I still don't like the idea of anyone sleeping rough.
Well, hopefully the boys will track him down and get him the help he needs. Say a bit, Tim. I'm not in the mood.
Yeah, well, I mean, it must hurt having your hypocrisy exposed. And you were so proud up there on your high horse. It's a shame now everyone knows it was just empty pandering.
I don't know how you hold your tongue. Your restraint is incredible.
Tim's like a toddler acting out. Unfortunately, though, he does have a point.
No, you're not a hypocrite.
Oh, look, that might be too strong a word. I do owe the community an apology. Yeah, I can't change the world overnight, but every step counts, I guess.
I'm collecting signatures of support for the Change the Date movement.
And this is all part of your new role at the council, is it?
Actually, I'm doing this on my break.
Oh, dedicated. Well, no, I'd be happy to sign it. You just send me the link.
Thanks, Miss Harris.
And I'll do it now before I head out to help look for Brent.
Oh, I heard about that. Good luck.
Oh, honestly, really, not you two. He's an adult. He chose to take off himself, and he clearly doesn't want to be found, so I don't know why everybody's so hell-bent on dragging him back here.
Well, didn't it occur to you that him turning up in our back shed might have been a cry for help?
Hey, if he really wanted to be saved, he would have asked.
Well, it's not as simple as that with vulnerable kids, and you know it. Perhaps he returned to the area because it felt safe. At least it did, until you got stuck into it.
Oh, great, so Nicolette's been gossiping. Wasn't enough to badmouth me to my son.
She knows that David and Aaron are looking for Brent, and she told them what happened. It's perfectly reasonable.
Yep. And the chance to throw me under the bus was just an added bonus, wasn't it?
Will you please give Nicolette a break? She has had a rough week. She's been threatened by Ricardo, caught up in Hendrix's mess, and then there's all the issues with Chloe.
Why, what did she do to Chloe?
Nothing. It doesn't matter.
No. Is this the reason that Chloe's moving back into her old place?
Oh, it's none of your concern.
Come on. She's going to tell Terese as soon as she gets back from Adelaide anyway, so we may as well cut out the middle, woman. Come on.
Nicolette arranged a scenario so that Chloe would discover them at the hotel.
She orchestrated for Chloe to walk in on the boat. Did David and Aaron know about this? And they're perfectly fine with it.
They're all trying to keep the peace, to make the arrangement work.
Oh, unbelievable. You know, Nicolette knew full well that what she did was going to cause two families to implode. Not to mention that she broke Chloe's heart. Oh, who's she supposed to care about, yeah?
Hey, didn't you come back from New York promising to take it easy on Nicolette?
Except I always knew that she would show her true colours sooner or later.
This business doesn't even concern you.
Well, it should concern somebody. I mean, David and Aaron apparently just brushed the whole thing aside.
What do you expect them to do? I mean, she's carrying their child, your grandchild. I mean, do you really think they're just going to throw her out in the streets?
No, but what they should be doing is negotiating a new deal. One where she isn't involved in the baby's life when it arrives.
You're well aware that that's not enforceable or fair.
Well, they should at least be on guard when they're around her.
Need I remind you, you also knew about Pierce's affair before Chloe did. And you also used it to your advantage. The fact is, what Nicolette did was straight out of the Paul Robinson playbook.
Oh, that's absurd.
No. What's absurd is you're starting yet another campaign against Nicolette when you've already got Aaron and David offside by mistreating Brent. So if you're wanting to start a war, you're not going to win.
Great. So once again, I'm the bad guy while Nicolette gets away with murder.
You know what? I don't have time for this. Now, you coming to hear my statement or not?
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't know what he was going through. Or we still don't, do we?
So there's no sign of him?
No, we drove all around the area, but nothing.
Yeah, I'm worried Dad's get him off for good.
Well, don't give up hope. He's already shown up twice, so there's every chance he will again.
Yeah, listen, that's actually part of the reason why we called.
We were wondering whether you could use your contacts at the Foundation to source him some emergency accommodation.
Like, if we do manage to track him down, we just want to find a safe place for him to crash, you know?
Yeah, of course. I'll see what I can do.
Thanks.
What is wrong with you? Why would you do that?
What? Paul is hardly in David's good books.
Still, it's only a matter of time before he's in David's ear, stirring stuff up.
Look, at least you did the right thing by Brent, unlike Paul. And David and Aaron know that. He is their top priority at the moment.
I mean, you're right.
And David knows that you regret the necklace business. Paul doesn't have nearly as much control over the situation as he'd like to think he does.
I think we are nearly ready.
Thanks so much for setting this up for me.
Hey, ready to look over that statement if you like.
Good.
Sorry?
Oh, I thought it'd be a good idea to get some legal advice before you read out the statement.
Yeah, I'm happy to read over it and, point out any red flags.
I am so sorry to waste your time, Toadie. But I'm done protecting myself today.
Yeah, well, what if you say something that might reflect badly on Lassiter's, though?
But I already did, Paul. 5 years ago, and Tim has made sure everyone knows it. Look, I'm not here to defend myself today. I'm here to just make things right.
Speaking from the heart.
Exactly.
All right. Okay, and we are rolling in 3, 2.
Good morning. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional landowners of where I'm speaking to you from today, the Wurundjeri people of the Boorong Nation. I pay respect to their elders, past, present, and emerging, and to the Aboriginal elders of other communities who may be watching. An article that was published today featured a letter that I wrote a few years ago. Back then, I voiced words that I no longer agree with. But I understand that my words caused hurt and anger to those of whom today's date is not one for celebration. And for that, I unreservedly apologise. I know better now. And I will do better. I want to emphasise that I fully support the Change the Date movement, both personally and professionally. And considering this is a day of mourning for many First Nations people, it does not seem appropriate that we celebrate. Especially when we should be educating ourselves on the past histories of this country, as well as working together for a shared future. It is not my place to speak for Aboriginal Australians and Torres Strait Islanders. So I urge everyone who is interested in this issue to please seek out their voices and engage in their perspectives. And for my part, I want to help make this wonderful country fair, compassionate, and inclusive for everyone in whatever way I can. So thank you. Thank you for listening. So what do you think?
I think I might consider you in my cabinet when I become Prime Minister.
Listen, thank you so much for pushing me in the right direction.
But actions speak louder than words.
Yes, I know, and I'll do the work now. And I intend to be a better ally moving forward.
Then I look forward to working with you.
Me too.
David, Aaron, yo?
You're out of luck. They're out searching for Brent again.
Huh. Didn't care to join them?
Someone needs to stay here in case he comes back. Did you need something?
Yes. Yes, reassess this ridiculous baby plan of yours.
It's a bit late for that, Grandad.
I'm talking about the co-parenting. You see, I heard how manipulative you were, making sure that Chloe busted Pierce and Dippy like
Yes,
that.
Mum told me you're up to speed with all of that.
Yeah, so I think it's pretty clear that it's best for everyone if you stay right out of the child's life. And David and Aaron's, for that matter.
In what universe do you think you get to decide that?
You are a terrible person who has no qualms about lying and scheming to get exactly what you want.
Like you can talk?
And I will move heaven and earth to make sure that David and Aaron see you for who you really are.
No. You're going to back off and butt out starting now.
Why would I do that?
Because we both know how much David hates you interfering in his life. If you try to bully him into making big decisions about me, it'll be you he turns against. So this little vendetta of yours, it ends today. Because if you keep trying to turn people against me, I will ruin your relationship with your son faster than you can blink.